What's going on, guys? So, the topic of today's video is, do you have what it takes? Do you have what it takes to succeed? Because at the end of the day, you know what your goals are. You know what it is you want to accomplish in this world. And at the end of the day, you can achieve it. But it's up to you. Are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to get up and sacrifice every single day? Because one of the hardest things to do as a man, especially as a young man who is probably looking to start a business, looking to be successful, one of the hardest things is sacrificing. Sacrifice is what gets most people to quit. Sacrifice is what gets most people to not be successful. Because let's say you want to start that business. The hardest thing to do is stack up that money and then invest it. Instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to take this money and fuck it off on shoes, clothes, cars. That's the hardest thing to do because the shoes, the clothes, the cars, it's fun now. So that's going to be the biggest challenge for most men is to actually stay down, put their head down, sacrifice, say, okay, I'm not going to get any of the attention right now. The motherfuckers who are doing all the fly shit right now, they're going to get all the attention right now. But in the long run, who is really going to win? Who is going to win? Is it you, the one who sacrifices? Or is it the people who are living to, be fly in the moment? And I'm not saying that you got to be a bum, that you can't dress good, you can't drive a nice car, but you have to understand when it's time to sacrifice and when it's time to have fun. Because when it's time to have fun, fuck it, bro, have fun. Enjoy your life. But every man must have a period in his life, depending on what your goals are. Every man must have a period in his life where he just puts his head down and understand you're not going to get the recognition right now. But every dog has his day. And I promise you, in the end, you will have everything you ever want if you sacrifice. Life doesn't just punish you. Life doesn't just punish you for sacrificing all those years. And life doesn't say, you know what, he sacrificed, I'm not going to reimburse him all those years. No, the time that you put in, the sacrifice that you do, the sacrifice that you give up, whatever it is you sacrifice, you will be reimbursed. But you have to have a long-term mindset and you have to understand it might take a long time. One thing might take you years to see some type of result in. But the thing about it is, bamboo, the tree bamboo, it grows under the soil for years. And then one year, it shoots up. It's been growing under the soil for years. Nobody has seen it. Nobody has seen the growth. Nobody even thought that it was growing. But at the end of the day, it shot up. Why? Because it spent all those years growing when nobody was watching. So the point of that is that as a man, you must work hard in silence and let success be your noise. Understand that you're not going to get the recognition right now. Of course, having a really nice car, of course, having really nice clothes, of course, going out and partying, you're probably going to get hella chicks. But in the end, if you really sacrifice and you're really on your shit, you can have all of that. All that shit is always going to be there. The clubs are always going to be there. The women are always going to be there. The cars are always going to be there. And it's so much better when you can take the money that you've earned, invest it, and then you'll be able to play with the money that you haven't earned off your hard earned work and labor, but instead the money that you've invested, the money that your business is bringing you in. Because that's one of the biggest mistakes is spending your hard-earned money that you earned at a job on things that aren't going to bring you no return in the long run. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to stay focused, but you really just got to ask yourself, am I the type of guy who is willing to do this? Am I willing to sacrifice, or am I not willing to sacrifice? And if you are, understand you're going to have your day to shine. You are going to have your day to shine, but you have to have a long-term mindset. You have to understand if you're 20 years old right now, understand you might not see success until you are 30 years old. But it's going to be so sweet. It's going to be so good when you're finally successful and you look back and all those years of hard work and sacrifice paid off. You're going to be happy that you sacrificed. Your future self is going to thank you, as opposed to if you gave in to your instant pleasures right now. In the future, you're going to be looking back, wishing you hadn't made those mistakes. And maybe you'll learn from it. Maybe it will be the best thing that has ever happened in your life. But guys, just understand that if you're young right now, you have to take this time, because we are going to expire. Our life is going to end, and we don't know the expiration date. So, of course, that also is a point to say you got to have fun. But at the same time, you have to sacrifice, because you don't know when your last day is going to be. So if you're spending all your time, all your money on things that just bring fun, what if you die one day and you leave a family behind and they have no money, nothing to provide for them, and now they have to go work? Wouldn't that cause you some sort of pain? So the thought of that and the thought of that pain should be enough to motivate you to keep going and keep sacrificing. So if you're sacrificing right now, bro, keep going. Every dog has his day. I promise you, you're going to get the shine. You're going to be able to go out there and have everything you've ever wanted in this world. At the end of the day, the world is yours. But, bro, you just got to sacrifice. It's that simple. Success leaves clues, bro. So one thing that all the successful people have done is sacrifice. I don't know one successful person that started from the bottom and made it all the way to the top who didn't sacrifice. I don't know one. They all had to have a period in their life where, they spent years of their life not having fun, delaying that gratification. So if they did that and they got success, why not try to emulate that? Why not try to do that yourself? And yeah, it's going to be difficult. But if you see all these other motherfuckers succeeding by doing that, then wouldn't that mean that you're going to succeed as well?